Going on, everybody? It's your girl, Smartsistah T, here for the final installment of my Black History Month videos all about self-determination. And I entitled this video Lifting as We Climb because it was a motto that was adopted by the National Association of Colored Women back in 1896. But I've always loved it because lifting as we climb, in my opinion, means that you don't climb just to climb. You're lifting your people, you're bringing your people with you as you yourself improve your life and climb as high as you can. So I think that properly describes how we should all adopt in our lives the fact that we should be bringing our people, bringing our families, bringing our loved ones along with us as we climb and improve ourselves and become the best people that we can be. So, with that being said, I think we have to really look at where we are right now and the things that we should be doing. Because when you look at that turn of the century back then, how many groups, how many women's organizations were around, formed, whatever to help our people in terms of feeding them, helping with their health, education, everything. And when I really look at us as a people right now, we have a lot of these organizations or whatever in place, but I think a lot of times they're starting to lose some of their momentum and their focus, and we're not getting as much done as we should be. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not about to be on the bandwagon tearing black folks down, because I think we get enough of that. We get enough of each other doing that. But anything that I say when I'm bringing it up is going to be constructive, and it's going to be with a solution, or shedding some light on something so we can fix it. I don't believe in just bitching and moaning and niggas ain't shit and all of that. We get enough of that from everybody. Other people outside of our community, people inside of our community. I've had it. I've had enough. And that is another reason why I've decided to make these videos, is because I want to have a voice and be able to share some information and some facts with you as a people, with us as a people, for us to move toward progressing and doing better. Because when you look at it, unfortunately, in all this time, as much as we've been able to accomplish, as much as we've been able to overcome, we still are at the bottom of healthcare, education, housing, employment, you name it. We're still struggling, and we're still at the bottom. And if we're spending over $1 trillion a year, there's no need for that. There's no need for that. We can dig ourselves out. But the thing is, because so many of us have been conditioned for so long, we have not, I don't think, effectively come up with knowing the fact that we are under attack and we are really at war. And until we understand that and work on being aware of that and doing everything we can to fight the battle that we have to fight, we're always going to be at the bottom, because we don't have to prove anything to anybody anymore. We don't have to think about how we're being done so badly, without admitting it. Because most of us, too many of us, let's just say, are in denial. And obviously the pain of it, the the weight of it has weighed upon us for so long that many of us would rather just stay in La La Land. And I'm not talking about the movie at the Oscars tonight, but we we don't get it. We don't want to admit it, because to admit it means you have to admit the pain, which means you have to admit what has truly happened to you, which means you have to call out your enemy. And too many of us don't want to do that. Too many of us have made our enemy our deity. Let's be frank. So that's the problem. And that is why we're still where we are. Because if you don't unprogram yourself and not understand the attack you're under, then you're never gonna get anywhere. And we'll still be talking about this same shit 1,000 years from now. Okay. And basically this month I said I wanted us to talk about um self-determination. What is Black world to you? What is it that you would like to see on a daily basis? What is it that you would feel if you really were free? What is it that you would like to see? What is it that you would like to hear? What is it that you would like to wear, eat, be, have around in your surroundings, in your home, in your neighborhoods? And those are the type things that we need to decide. When you think about it culturally, our culture is taken from us, well, was taken from us, but we still created what we had to do here in this country. And here in this country, everybody uses our culture for everything. Food, clothing, they look to us, new phrases, whatever. Everybody copies everything that we do. Think about how many commercials you've seen, the music that you hear on commercials or TV shows or bumper music on different radio stations or whatever. Just think, just imagine this country without anything that we invented. Nothing would freaking exist. First of all, this country wouldn't exist without having had centuries of free labor. Let's be 100 about that. And all I'm saying to you is, as a people, for you to really feel free, to really feel connected, to really feel that you're really a part of something, what would Black world look like to you? And I'm saying Black world because that's the world I want to be in. I want to share my culture with other Black people, feel it. You all know, everybody knows. I don't even care how whitewashed some of y'all are out there. When you get around Black folks, when we grooving, we having a good time, everybody loves it. I mean, hell, why do white folks go to the islands and everywhere? They run to everywhere where we are. Why? If we're so negative and fucked up, then why is it everybody wants to be a part of our culture? So answer that question. So with that being said, like I said, what is Black world to you? To me, I'm looking at how we could finally everybody have a job, our children be educated, have the style, the clothing, the whatever that you want to see in magazines, on TV, what you listen to, better music, not all this auto-tune bullshit we got out right now, but I mean some real stuff back in the day, how it used to be, when we were really much more creative and loving. Think about the music back then. It was loving. It ain't bitch hole, fuck you, suck my, whatever that the bullshit we got now. Okay, we need to get back to the loving, because why is it that Motown is so popular? Why does everybody listen to that? When you listen to our music, everybody loves it. Everybody wants to be a part of it. Hell, who's gonna listen to heavy metal and make love to heavy metal? Oh, come on. Let's be honest. We need to really honestly understand how great we really are and how much everybody loves our culture and everything about us. So my thing is, when are we going to call upon the ancestors, call upon each other, work together to build the society that we want to live in? Damn worrying about everybody else and kumbaya bullshit and all of that. I'm talking about you. What will make you happy? What will make you feel fulfilled? What will make you feel loved and creative? That's what we need to start worrying about. And damn everything else, because everybody else does it. Everybody else takes care of their own. And that's what I'm saying, what we got to do. We got to really actually get to the work, because our ancestors did it. They laid out everything. Everything has already been discussed, uh, analyzed, planned, whatever. We've done all that. We need to listen and go back and understand and take that knowledge and move forward, instead of every generation fucking have to start over and over and over every 20 years because we don't pass shit on to them. That's where I am. And so as we close this month, I want everyone that's being in a state of flux or chaos or confusion that you're feeling because of the world that we're living in. Think about it, people. We've been through worse, way worse, and we got through it, and we'll get through this. And it's going to take our collective love and our collective genius to where we can create whatever we want to create and quit always reacting to this world the way other folks want you to. You need to be proactive and start building and making the things happen in your life and in your communities that you want to happen, and damn everybody else. Okay, quit making your enemy your deity. So that's all I have to say this week. And thank you for subscribing. And please subscribe. Pass the word on. We're getting through. Can you believe this is the end of February already? We're about to go into March, the third month already of this new year. It's flying by. So next month I'm gonna obviously deal with Women's History Month, but also just continue our journey of looking at ourselves, looking in and inward, as well as what you can do to improve yourself that's going to end up helping us to improve our community, because we have to come up with some solutions, people. It's time to move forward. We can't keep jaw jacking, as they say. So have a great week, and I'll see you next time.